Hello everyone. We are working on creating this character and we just looked at how to rig the character. Now we are going to look at how to skin the character. Okay. And later on we will look at how to texture map the character. So right now we are just focusing on skinning. So we are going to look at two things to understand skinning. One is how to fix the knee shrinking issue here. And the other thing is how to fix this problem of the circle getting deformed when the character sits down. So the good thing is everything is at 0. So we can always go back to our regular numbers and then we can always move these around so that we can see what's happening here. So let us look at the knee and see how to fix this issue. Okay. So what we can do is we can go to skin and we can go to paint skin weights and then we will use this option here, right? So right now, as you can see, a joint knee right is selected. So we need joint knee left because we are focusing on this side here. So what we can do is we can paint, and this paint brush size can be made big or small by hitting the B key and clicking and dragging. Okay, so you can see that it's big or small. Now understand that when we are painting the vertices. Okay, so the focus has to be on the vertex and not in the middle here. Okay, this will not do anything, but you have to move over the vertices because the vertices are moved by the joint. So this joint, wherever white is 100% influence, wherever there is gray is less influence, and wherever there is black is zero influence. So what we need to do is we need to get rid of this gray color. So there is a value of 1 which is white and value of 0 which is black or zero influence. So this bone should not affect these vertices. Okay, so we will start painting these vertices and you can see that you will have to do that on all the sides. So you can, so we don't want any influence on here, and here you can see as we start creating that painting, you start getting that volume of that leg. Okay, so we should not lose the volume of the leg when the leg bends. That's basically the idea. Okay, and this is one of the ways to do the things. I will show you the other way of doing it also. Guys, click somewhere else and then we lost it. Okay, so now we will do is we will go to the top joint, which is the hip joint. Okay, and now it is influencing the area which is below, so I can then again remove that influence and you can see that you start getting that volume back in. Okay, and then you'll have to do the same thing on this knee. Now the other thing that I'm going to show you is that we can control the influence other way. So what I will do is I will get the other leg out of the way. So I'll move this leg away and then so we are only focusing on this leg. Okay, we're focusing on this leg here, and here you can very clearly see what is happening. Alright, so I'll select this, and what we will do is we will open Window, General Editors, and we will open Component Editor. Okay, and then we will go to Edge, and let us look at this edge, and then we'll go to Select, Convert Selection to Vertices. Alright, so now these vertices are influenced by joint hip 0.8%, and the values are different here, and then joint leg, and total has to be 1. So we can say that this joint let us look at what is happening above that. So I'll select this, go to select vertices, and this is all one. Okay, so we'll go to edge and one level down, select vertices, and then now it is 0.8 somewhere, 0.9 somewhere. So I'll make it 0.9. So I'll select all of these and make it 9. Okay. Now I will do the same thing with this one here. Go to select, convert to vertices, and these will become 0.9. Should become 1. And then the next one, select, convert to vertices, and then this is the knee joint. The knee joint is going to affect this 0.8, edge, select vertex, we'll make this 0.8, edge, select, convert to vertices, and this will be 0.6, edge, select, convert to vertices, this will be 0.6, the one in the middle, select, convert to vertices, this will remain 0.5. Okay, so if I select this and move it up, now you can see that the volume remains and then there's an overlap of skin. So this looks much better than here. Okay, so same way it works with the top also. We'll go to skin, paint skin, and this leg you can see is influencing the top of this sphere, and we don't want that. So we'll get that volume back. So only the bend has to happen in this area, not the entire cylinder. So you can quickly do some uh, painting, and then you can go into the delicate areas and punch in the numbers. Alright, now what is happening is when I'm removing this influence, the influence has to go somewhere. So the computer is going to try and find out where it should go, but it may not do the right job. So we need to go to the body, and we can make this influence 100%, and then you can see that this body needs to affect this area 100%, and then you can start painting that also. Okay, so this half of this will be influenced by the bottom, and then the top will be influenced by the top one. So when you start doing this, even when the character is bent, it's not losing its shape like it was doing earlier. Okay, so we'll get rid of all this weights from all these areas and give it to the main joint. Okay, so this is how you can do a rough job of removing the weights by painting. Okay, then you have to be patient with this. And then you can select each vertex and try to start naming it. Okay, so we need to go to our hip joint, and then we will remove, and then we can remove things here. So the shape is kept there now. We'll try the other joint, and again you can see that this joint is affecting this part. You can make it bigger, and none of this should be affected by the leg. Then you can control the brush size and then start. You can even work with the opacity so things don't get messed up too much, and then you can do some subtle changes. Okay, so you will see that after doing that, this leg is looking better than the other one. And then let us see, let us put skin, paint skin weights, and then we'll select the body. And I'm not very happy with this bend here. I want to make this all get influenced by this bone. Okay, so it has a better shape. And then these areas can be fixed by, again, you can go and skin, paint skin weights, and the joint of body is selected, and this is the reason why that was not looking good. Okay, so you can do this, and again you can go back to zeros, and then work with vertices here. So I'll go to edge, okay, and then select this edge, select convert to vertices, window, general editor, component editor, and these vertices are now affected by the body, which is correct, and by the left leg. Now why is there influence by this? We need to remove that. All right. So this is influenced by the leg at a different level of say zero point 0.1 to zero point 0.2. So maybe 0.2. Then we'll go one level up. Select, convert to vertices. Again, body is almost 0.9, or so we'll make it 1. All right. So this was 1. This is, we'll select all these, and this should be 1 by body. There's some numbers here. There's some here. Okay, I don't want to go all the way up. Let us go down now. Select, convert to vertices, and body is influencing it 0.5. So here we are at 1. Here we are at, this is to be 0. Joint knee, hip and body. Why is this there? So we'll make this 0. So 0.6 and 0. 6 and 0.4. All right, so that way you have a consistent bend in the hips. That's about it. This is a very tedious process. You will have to do, generally the things happen at the joints. So we have to fix things at these joints, the knee joints. Then you may have to fix the bend here, and then you will have to fix the bend here in this area. So you can do that and then fix things here. Okay, so that's about it. That's how you can fix this skinning.